It looks like a frozen paradise, a flawless shell of white, quiet, untouched, almost peaceful. But beneath that ice lies an ocean deeper than every sea on Earth combined. And in that buried darkness, something may have had a very long time to become aware. Europa looks calm from a distance, almost gentle, a pearl set against the black gravity of Jupiter. Light slides across its surface, catching long cracks that glow faintly blue, like veins beneath frozen skin. It feels ancient, untouched, beautiful. And then you notice the scars. Fractures stretch for thousands of kilometers, ridges overlap like healed wounds. The ice is not still. It has been torn apart. Again and again. Europa is not dead. It is watching. We like to believe that danger announces itself, that hostile worlds are obvious, fire, storms, poison skies. Europa does none of that. It hides behind elegance, a clean white surface, a quiet orbit, a promise scientists once called hope. A moon with an ocean, a place that might support life. But that assumption is wrong. Europa is not welcoming. Europa is restrained, and restraint is often more frightening than violence. Up close, the surface loses its serenity. The ice is shattered, not by impact, but by pressure from below. Enormous slabs have shifted and rotated, like drifting continents locked in permanent winter. Some regions look as though the crust has been broken, refrozen, then broken again. This is not random damage. This is movement. Europa's shell of ice is estimated to be anywhere from 10 to 30 kilometers thick. That sounds like safety, a solid lid, a barrier. It is not a lid. It is a prison ceiling. Because beneath it lies an ocean deeper than all of Earth's seas combined. And it is not calm. Europa does not orbit gently. It is locked in a gravitational struggle with Jupiter, a planet so massive it distorts space itself. Each orbit stretches Europa's body, then releases it, over and over, like kneading frozen clay. This process is called tidal heating, but the name is too soft. Europa is being tortured. Its interior flexes constantly. Rock grinds against rock. Heat builds. Ice melts. Pressure rises. The moon groans under forces strong enough to tear continents apart. The ocean below is kept liquid not by sunlight, but by stress, by pain. If Europa ever stopped moving, it would freeze solid. Its life depends on violence. That ocean is dark. No light penetrates that far, no warmth from a star. The water is sealed beneath kilometers of ice, under pressures that would crush submarines flat. Yet, it moves. Currents circulate through the abyss, warmed by hydrothermal vents on the sea floor. These vents release heat and chemicals, the same kind that on Earth nurture life in total darkness. But on Europa, there is no balance. The chemistry is unstable, the energy is erratic, the pressure is relentless. If something lives down there, it did not evolve under kindness. It learned to survive in a world that never forgives. And the ice above is not stable. Europa's crust shifts, cracks open without warning, plumes of water vapor blast into space, erupting through fissures like the moon exhaling. These eruptions are not gentle geysers. They are explosive decompressions. Imagine standing on that surface.
Beneath your feet, an ocean pressing upward with the weight of mountains. Above you, vacuum. When the ice gives way, it does not leak, it detonates. Any human presence would be erased in seconds. No shelter, no warning, just rupture. Radiation makes sure nothing stays long. Europa orbits deep inside Jupiter's radiation belts. Invisible storms of charged particles sweep across its surface constantly, delivering doses lethal to unprotected humans within hours. This radiation does more than kill. It breaks molecules apart, it alters chemistry, it reshapes the surface at an atomic level. The ice is being chemically rewritten every day. If life exists beneath, it is sealed off for a reason. The surface is a killing field. From afar, Europa looks smooth. Up close, it is sharp. Ice ridges tower hundreds of meters high. Blocks the size of cities are tilted and jammed together at impossible angles. The terrain is unpredictable, fractured, hostile to movement. Nothing invites exploration. Everything resists it. Europa does not want you there. There is a belief that life equals safety, that finding biology beyond Earth would somehow make the universe feel less empty, less threatening. Europa challenges that comfort. Because if life exists beneath its ice, it evolved in isolation, under crushing pressure, in chemical darkness, fueled by heat from a tortured core. It would not recognize you. It would not need you. And it would not be fragile. Consider time. Europa's ocean may have existed for billions of years, longer than complex life has walked on Earth, longer than trees, longer than bones. Whatever lives there has had eons to adapt, to optimize, to dominate its environment. And it has done so without sunlight, without air, without mercy. If intelligence arises in such a place, it will not resemble us. It will be shaped by confinement, by scarcity, by pressure. You are not built for that. Your body is tuned to narrow margins, a thin atmosphere, mild gravity, a stable crust, predictable chemistry. Europa exceeds every limit you rely on. Cold enough to shatter steel, radiation strong enough to unravel DNA, pressure that collapses machines, an ocean that could swallow continents. This is not a place humans could conquer, only observe, briefly, from a distance. Even our curiosity feels small here. We send probes, not people, instruments designed to skim, to sample, to flee. We do not land with confidence. We orbit, we watch, we listen. And what we see suggests that Europa is not static. The ice shifts faster than expected. Plumes appear and vanish. Magnetic readings hint at a restless sea below, salty and active. It is a world in motion, a sealed engine running without supervision. There is a quiet cruelty in Europa's design. The ingredients for life are present: water, energy, chemistry. But they are locked away, hidden, protected by a barrier that kills intruders. It is as if the moon is hoarding its secrets, or defending them. If you stood at the edge of one of Europa's fractures, you would not hear waves. You would hear nothing at all. No wind, no water, only the distant stress of ice shifting far below, a soundless warning. Europa reminds us of something uncomfortable. The universe does not arrange itself for our arrival. Beauty does not imply safety, and life, if it exists elsewhere, may not want to be found. We imagine exploration as progress, as a forward motion into light. Europa suggests another interpretation, that some doors are sealed not because they are empty, but because what lies behind them has endured too long without us. Long after Earth's oceans boil away, long after our cities erode into dust, Europa's ocean may still churn beneath its ice, unchanged, unseen, patient, waiting, not for visitors, but for time to continue doing what it has always done, grinding, shaping, surviving. Europa does not scream its danger. It whispers it, and the longer you listen, the more you realize the truth. This moon is not terrifying because it is violent. It is terrifying because it does not need to be.